Hey, this is Yulia and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between a college and a university. You know, Russian teachers say, forget everything you knew before. So today you'll need to forget everything you knew before about the educational system in your home country because Canada is different. So if you're interested in higher education in Canada, then keep on watching. In Canada, both colleges and universities are educational institutions that provide you with higher or post-secondary education. Universities are made for teaching, research, science. If you want to do physics or chemistry, then you should go to university. But if you do want to do things that are more practical, like IT, design, tourism, food and beverage, then you should go to college. Speaking of colleges, there is no best college in Canada. I see in the comments people are like, which one is the best? Which one should I pick? There is no prestige, as you might call it, between Canadian colleges. I know in Russia we have this like, oh, my school should be the best in the world, blah, blah, blah. No one cares, honestly. As for universities, yes, there are rankings. University of Toronto, University of British Columbia, McGill, they're all in the top universities in Canada and in the world. In the world, I think U of T is on like 15, 17 place, but still, if you want to be a famous scientist, then yes, it makes sense to pick the top ranking university. But if you just want to get a degree and then get a job, then just forget about it. In Canada, we have private colleges and public colleges. The difference is, after you graduate from a private college, you might not be eligible for a post-graduation work permit. It depends. Some private colleges offer you the work permit after, but you should always check on the cic.gc.ca website and see if your private college has a DLI, which stands for Designated Learning Institution Number. So what are the major differences between a university and a college? Well, the first one is programs. At a university, you can get a bachelor's degree, master's degree, and a PhD, same as everywhere in the world. As for the colleges, there you can find programs with a duration of 1, 2, 3, and 4 years. 1-year program is a postgraduate certificate. 2-year program is a diploma program. 3 years, this is an advanced diploma program. And 4 years is bachelor's. What's the difference? Why do we have so many programs? So the first one, postgraduate certificate, is pretty obvious. This is the program for someone with a degree already. So I have a degree in linguistics and I took a 1-year program in a Canadian college. Diploma and advanced diploma are kind of like bachelor's, but they're shorter, and then you'll have only the subjects you need to study. If you study web development, you're gonna have front-end, databases, all that kind of stuff. As in universities, you're most likely to have weird subjects like literature, physical education. You know, like in universities around the world, you have this useless subjects. So yeah. As for programs like AC, DC, I'll make a separate video on this one because Quebec is different from the whole country. So I don't want to mix these things up in this video. Please be patient, I have it on my list. Another difference between studying at a university and at a college is when you get your bachelor's, you cannot change your master's. So if you have a bachelor's degree in, I don't know, arts, literature, then your master's is supposed to be in the same kind of field. At a college, you can actually switch what you've learned before. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I have a master's in linguistics, but then I went to a college and took event management and a multimedia program. Basically, you'll need to have a degree, good English, and like you're done. They don't care. As long as you can like turn on your computer, you can read, you have related education or work experience, you're good to go. In university, unfortunately, if you have master's in computer science, you cannot get a PhD in chemistry. Another major difference for many of people is the ability to practice. So in colleges, we have programs with co-op. Co-op is basically a term when you can work. It's called like an internship, but still, some internships can be paid, some of them can be unpaid. So if it's crucial for you to have Canadian work experience, get some money, practice, maybe meet new people, so after your studies you can kind of get a job there, you should take a look at the co-op programs. Unfortunately, universities do not offer co-op, but you can always work as a teacher's assistant starting from your second year. You can help students from the first year. Speaking of cost and money, let's talk about the pricing. Universities start at $25,000 1,000 Canadian dollars per year. Yes, there are universities cheaper than that. Also, I've made a video on that. You can go take a look after. Colleges start at 17,000 per year. If you go to Alberta or Saskatchewan, yes, for sure, you're gonna be studying for like 20K, 17K. But then if you have a choice, living up north in the cold temperatures and living in Toronto, in a big city where you have lots of job opportunities, it's just like up to you. The next difference is scholarships. In Canada, there are no scholarships that will cover 100% of your studies. This is important. Canada is not states. In states, there are a lot of programs for international students, so they can get like financial aid and stuff. In Canada, we don't have that. Unless you get in your PhD degree, yes, then Canada sponsors some of the fields, not all of them. There is a website online, I forgot the name, but I'll leave it in the description box under this video, where you can see what are the scholarships from the government, what do they cover this year. In universities, scholarships can be different, up to like, I don't know, 10K per year or something, but it depends on the level of study. Bachelor degree not always is sponsored well, because you know, kids, they don't know what they want to do in their life. Why would we sponsor them? But like masters and PhD normally would have nice scholarships. As for colleges, the average scholarship is like 3 to 5K per year. I myself got a scholarship for $3,000 that can only be used for your studies. This is very important because in different countries, scholarships are different. In Russia, scholarship is the money you get from your university. You can withdraw it and then spend on whatever you want. Here in Canada, scholarship is the amount that can only be applied to your tuition fees. Also, as an international student, you're not entitled to any bursaries, financial aid, any financial help from the province, from the government. When you get your permanent residency card, then you can go back to school and study at a lower prices with financial aid, with all the like money you can get from the province or government. But before that, scholarships is the only help for us. And another major difference between a college and a university is the requirements. Let's start with college because it's easier. To study at a college, you'll need your high school diploma, your IELTS or TOEFL, registration fee like 75, 85 bucks. That's it. Done. You got to the college, like, cool. As for university, except for these two things, you'll need a motivational letter. You'll need good GPA, so your marks should be good. If you have all the like bad marks, chances are you're not gonna get to the desired program. Also, depending on the program, university can ask you to provide with some references, maybe some pieces of work. If you like want to study art, they might ask you for portfolio. So universities are kind of harder to get in. Also, the deadlines for studying at a university are 1 year prior to your studies. So now like 2020, they're accepting applications for fall 2021 and they're gonna close it in like 2 months, and it's like October right now. So if you want to study at a university, you need to think beforehand. As for colleges, they accept applications up till the first day of your studies, because as long as they have places for students, they're good to go. But be careful, because as an international student, you'll need a visa and it takes a lot of time. At least in Russia, it takes like 2 or 3 months to get a study permit. So don't forget about that. And that's it for today. I hope the video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of the videos I post. And I'll see you very soon. Bye!